Chuck Keil.
Chuck Keil?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about tonight's election?
Very good. I think
Yeah?
sanity prevailed in Ashland tonight.
All right. And what, you're speaking about the school bond?
Speaking about the school bond and the city council.
Okay. And how do you feel about the other issues? State, local?
Well, I don't know so much how the other state and local issues are faring. I did hear that the Democrats have taken the House at the federal level, and that's exceedingly good news.
What was the biggest issue for you this election year?
Getting my wife reelected to city council.
Okay. Beyond that, okay. I'm talking how at national level.
At the national level, the war.
The war?
Yeah, I'm a veteran. I spent 20 years in the military and didn't wear that uniform for 20 years in order to have this kind of military adventurism going on in a part of the world where we were not threatened. It's wrong. It's simply wrong.
Yeah? And you don't think the Republicans were managing that very well?
We never should have been there in the first place. They mishandled it from the beginning. It's a disgrace.
I constantly heard that the Democrats were offering change, but what is that change going to be, do you think?
It's very difficult to extract yourself from a morass that someone else constructed for you. I think it is the height of arrogance for the Republicans to say that the Democrats don't have a plan to get us out of Iraq. The Democrats never had a plan to get us into Iraq. I think that it will be a difficult extraction. I listened to Senator Barack Obama tonight, and he said we're faced with two or three choices. All of them are bad. There's no easy way out. I'm afraid that many more of our young men and women are going to suffer. Many more Iraqis are going to suffer before we're able to get out of there. I hope that with Speaker Pelosi leading the House of Representatives, that the collective wisdom of the Democrats in Congress can demonstrate to the President that there is a way out and help him extract us.
Okay, and anything on the state level?
Well, I got my fingers crossed that we can retain the governorship with Governor Kulongoski, and that we can take back the House. I'd love to see Peter Buckley in a position of majority leadership.
Yeah, what has Governor Kulongoski not personally done for you personally, but what are you proudest of his achievements of his last 4 years? One more.
Well, one of the things I'm proudest of is not something that gets a lot of press. It's the fact that Governor Kulongoski has gone to every funeral for an Oregon serviceman who has died in Iraq.
Yeah, I read that actually in an editorial before I came here. So, do you think, back to the national level, same editorial same newspaper I was reading in, they mentioned that the Democrats actually got into power not because they offered the better choice, but that they were the only other party in town, and that Americans were sick and tired of what was going on currently in the national arena. Do you think that they still need to earn their respect, or do they have they done it already by being elected tonight?
Oh no. I'll be the first to admit that the Democratic victories tonight are due in large measure to the public's reaction to what's been going on in Iraq. But I think also there are many other issues that have been on the back burner in people's minds. Health care, the economy, unemployment. The average income of the American workers over the last 5 years has gone down when you adjust for inflation, each of the last 5 years. This so-called robust economy is only robust if you're at the top of it. There's a lot of discomfort out there, and the Democrats have resisted the bad economic decisions of the president. They resisted these tax cuts for the rich, which have led to severe cuts in many of the social services that our poor and underprivileged people need to have. They haven't allowed the federal government to assist with education funding. They've done a lot of damage. I will be the first to admit that I don't think the Democrats have a strategy to get us out of Iraq, but they didn't have a strategy to get us there. Let's get them in power. Let's see if their collective wisdom can find a way out.
Do you think I guess Speaker now Pelosi has said that she's going to pass the minimum wage in the first 100 hours. I overheard somebody saying that. I don't know how accurate that is, but do you think increasing the minimum wage, national minimum wage, would be helpful to our economy right now?
Well, duh. It's only been 20 years since we raised the minimum wage, so those people making minimum wage are now making only about 50% of what they were making 20 years ago, adjusted for inflation. I think it's a no-brainer to raise the minimum wage.
Okay, and do you think that would increase unemployment or keep it where it is right now?
It would increase buying power for workers. It might cut into corporate profits a little bit, but it would increase buying power for workers.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah. Thank you, Ashland. Good job tonight.